So, Royal Decree 157. Since it's a timely occasion to discuss this Royal Decree, who would like to first speak on that? Okay, Her Excellency Deborah Gregg. Who else are here? All right, so where's Her Excellency Darlene? She's supposed to be on this side, handling the... Are you going to assist or not? I simply need a yes or no answer. Thank you. Here. Okay, apparently there's only one mouse, so she gets to have the mouse. All right, everyone. So, to the 157 election, Her Excellency Deborah Gregg had her hand up. I think everyone, Deep Coming Soul, His Excellency Forte, His Excellency Michael, I think all the Canadians have their hands up, including the Europeans too. What about the Africans? Come on. So everyone, welcome. Okay, so let's start with Her Excellency Deborah Gregg. Welcome, everyone. Thank you. Go ahead, Your Excellency Deborah Gregg.
Thank you, Your Royal Majesty. This royal decree was written or presented in September 27th, 2023, and it was very apropos, of course, for today and the fake federal election. You're trying very hard, and you're succeeding eventually to free people, humanity, Canadians first, from the constraints of politics and the constraints of religion, because we know that the politics all around the world are cabal run, and we know that religion all around the world was brainwashing. So this is your effort to assist Canadians to wake up and assist people worldwide to wake up and understand that it's all fake. Bless you for this. Thank you. Bless you for this. Thank you immensely.
Thank you very kindly. Thank you very much. Next, I think His Excellency Michael Hawkins actually had his hand up before everyone else had their hands up.
Greetings, everyone. Thank you for being here today. Set cease and desist orders to all electioneering entities in British Columbia last year. And this royal decree, of course, is effective immediately when it was written and retroactive July 1, 1867. And the Union of BC Mayors Convention in Vancouver, September 17, 2024, last year, was all served these royal decrees. So they know very well they're in violation of these royal decrees. Thank you, Your Majesty.
Thank you very much. Next, who is next? Her Excellency Deep Coming Soul and Her Excellency. Who's next here? Her Excellency Deep Coming Soul. Go right ahead, please.
That in this decree, the funds...
Can we increase the volume on that, please? Thank you. One moment, please. One moment. I think for that TV volume, yes, that one. Okay, let's see. There's some noise in the background that is right by my side here. Okay, let's see. Go right ahead, please, Your Excellency. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Majesty. So in this decree also, there's mention that the funds that were allocated, that were being used for political, and also included in this decree is also religion funding. So that is a huge amount of money that was used for not the purposes to benefit we the people. So this is all going back to return to the Kingdom of Canada National Treasury. So to be used for the well-being for the people. So this is huge. And I'm even sitting on my hands, so I'm not tempted to use them. Us Frenchmen speak with our hands. Also, may I also make a note to we the people. It may be difficult at one point to hear about a part of you goes, but I sense so much that this is right, and then you have a battle of the religious programming that has been put upon us. So I want to ask you, I encourage you to be patient, because as I went down this journey, a part of me went, I know this is right. And yet I battled the religious programming through my life. So I say, do not shut the door too quickly. Be patient and learn to listen deep within yourself, because there the truth resides. Thank you, Your Majesty.
You're welcome. Next, this is Excellency Yves Fortier, Her Excellency Sally Wong.
Okay, thank you, Your Royal Majesty.
Greetings. Thank
We know what to give. Sorry. We know
One moment.
what gives politic and religion division and brainwashing. That's what Deborah Gray said too. And we don't need it anymore. They took all the cards we the people give to them, and we the people are always losing after the election. So we don't need politics and religion anymore. We need a brilliant leader, yes, like Her Royal Majesty Queen Romana Didulo the First, yes.
Thank you very much. I thought you were talking about me. I'm kidding.
Yeah, sure.
We have to lighten this up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Next, Her Excellency Gina Lee. And so just go around the entire panel there.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Well, as it was clearly stated, that the politics and religion are clearly about division and control. But moreover than that, those positions were used to promote violence and wars. And that again leads back to the division and control. So by removing the public funding, really reined that in. And what I noticed, while this removes the public funding, looking back at Royal Decree number 40, also makes electioneering and politics unlawful. And of course, it's treason. So for those today who are committing those acts, to think high and might, that this is going to have some serious consequences. But aside from that, because this funding removes the actions of those committing division and violence, that it strengthens the communities within the Kingdom of Canada and clearly makes for increased national security and a stronger base in the Kingdom of Canada and for all nationals. Thank you, Your Royal Majesty.
Correct. And also the misappropriation of funds. Any funds used for electioneering after the royal decree was issued makes those organizations or individuals who have received money for electioneering purposes charged and can be charged with public funds embezzlement. Okay? So stealing public's money. That's what that is. Right? Aside from other criminality acts, i.e. treason and high treason against the we the people, and the shenanigans, the show, the gong show about parliament and legislatures and all of that, that was a front for who really was running the show behind the scene. Remember, there was a mention of having two government. One was a secret government, and then you had your show, the what I call the Japanese kabuki show, Yes, that one. And they were wasting We the People's money on the show to entertain the We the People. Meanwhile, there was a secret government that was running and dictating the parliament. This is why, regardless of what the so-called politicians promised during elections, they could never deliver, because that was never in their agenda. After the elections or before the elections, they were given their marching orders on what they were to focus on. Nothing to do with We the People. So that illusion is finished. That timeline is over. All right, who's next? Who else did we miss? Her Excellency Sally Wong. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, and thank you that I'm back with you all. Thank you, Your Royal Majesty, Queen Romana I. And this brings us back, and it's already been said by Her Excellency Gina and His Excellency Yves, but it's good to remind ourselves about what you say about politics. And Her Excellency Gina has already mentioned it causes division. So this brings us back to that February 3rd, 2022 day, that historic day in Ottawa, where you had that short video clip about your feelings about the way that you're going to move forward and be running the Kingdom of Canada. And you say, moving forward, no division, no politics, and no religion. So we know how you feel. And you give us these short sentences that we can remember, like, I don't play politics. And we know exactly how you feel about politics. So this royal decree, by defunding elections and religion, it just confirms everything that you've educated us about politics. And the other thing in this royal decree 157 is that it specifically says prohibiting the use of we the people's money. So I really appreciate that you mentioned that you're managing the we the people's money. That's so comforting for we the people. And it's incredible that we're talking about this, the we the people's money. To be alive at this time, to be talking with the Queen about we the people's money is really incredible. Thank you so much, Your Royal Majesty.
You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, next His Excellency Herbert Cerami. And I think Her Excellency Maria Magdalena had her hand also. And okay.
Grand Rising all ages and our Royal Majesty Queen Romana I, to be so that I can be back again this week on the Circle of Friends. Royal Decree 157, elections and religious funding to zero, defund them. One, elections. We know there is a communication company which owns big servers, which is called Kraken in Canada, where now the politicians are able to sell our data, which is our birthright, to this Kraken company, which it will take our data and trade with our birth certificate globally. Now they do exchange on elections. Then in that instance, the elections are bought by political companies or corporate, if your corporate political doesn't have funds, you'll require funds from US aid. That means they are aiding themselves, this deep state, under the umbrella of election regulation administrators, which will give them funds to participate to campaign against we the people, and we thinking that we the people gonna elect our representative office. They are putting their own people. We are just electing for the political party, but not the president. Now, in that way, we are not presented in that government, we the people. Now, what is happening is now religion funding is from the Vatican, which is for power. That means we have to ensure that understand that Vatican is not a church. It's a global bank, which have stole our golds for them to be in power now, and control of the mind control of we the people. That is why we find that the bishops or the pastors, they don't let we the people know how much they have or received from US aid in the church, but they expect to tax we the people to give them money, which is part of Vatican taxing we the people. Now, in that way, I agree with this royal decree to zero defund these two political and banking religion system. That is why we're saying, why are they hiding hands in the religion? They are hiding those trust funds we don't know about so that they can tax us. Then there's elections, political parties to restore the deep state canals so that they can able to keep on power against we the people on international interest. And spying, they put again their security on spying CIA and FBI so that they can spy and manipulate. Now, I love the way they being exposed, the deep state, in these elections, in the sense of they used to steal elections through ballot papers. But now they never been aware that the whiteheads have watermarked the ballot. No matter they can put in the post box, they can throw them anywhere in the field. We know where they are, those ballots. But they have lost, but they won through the communication data big company. Give them that power that they have won. They just change the decision now. Now, in that instance, we are aware, we the people, that how they rig elections, how they spy to their opponents, and then religion is not a religion. It's a powerful bank for the global to control the people, funds. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Next, Her Excellency Maria Magdalena had her hand up. And Her Excellency Lady Rain.
Thank you, Your Majesty, Queen Romana I. I think everything has been said. Maybe one more hint. I will briefly quote the papal bulla Romanus Pontifex of Pope Nicholas from January 8, 4055. 4055. The Roman Church lays claim to the earth in self-legitimization and declares everything on it to be its property. It goes on to say this bull is veiled for all times with complete legal force. No man shall be permitted to violate the document. So also the people, we were already enslaved by the church in 4055.
Correct.
Religion, politics, and the banks are the three institutions that have led to modern enslavement. In Her Royal Majesty's timeline, The era of church and state is over. No money, no power. Thank you for this decree, Your Majesty.
You're welcome. Next, Her Excellency Cecilia.
Thank you. I just wanted to reflect on the election in Canada that's going on today. And I've noticed on social media, you can see how they have divided people with parties, with people, and going everywhere. But I also see people challenging what's happening and challenging the candidates. And I think there's light coming through, and this royal decree will really speak to that. I thank you for that, Your Majesty. It will help push us forward.
You're welcome. All right. So everyone in the room had spoken. Next, we go to Royal Decree 171.